Good morning, friends, and welcome to another edition of Whitey's World. Today's adventure takes us to the moon, which is conveniently located about 20 minutes north of Page, Arizona. Just some of the most breathtaking, spectacular geology on the planet Earth, and also a great place to take the family for a little hike. We're going to go look for some ammonites, some shark's teeth, and even for some dinosaur bones. So as always, plan ahead, drive safe, and we'll see you on the road. Thank you for joining us. Taken from the Bureau of Land Management Field Office website entitled Grand Staircase-Escalante National Monument. On October 8, 2021, President Biden issued Presidential Proclamation 10286, restoring the boundaries for the Grand Staircase-Escalante National Monument. The monument now spans across nearly 1.87 million acres of America's public lands in southern Utah and is an outstanding biological resource spanning 5 life zones, from low-lying deserts to conifer forests. When visiting, you'll be traveling the land of the ancient Puebloan and Fremont people, who were experts at farming this rugged land and built granaries to store what they grew. Their descendants, including people from the Hopi, Paiute, Zuni, Ute, and Navajo tribes, have strong ties to this land, leaving behind rock art panels, occupation sites, campsites, and granaries. Stepping back even further in time, fossil excavations have yielded more information about the ecosystem change at the end of the dinosaur era than any other place in the world. The monument's size, resources, and remote character provide extraordinary opportunities for geologists, paleontologists, archaeologists, historians, and biologists in specific research, education, and exploration. This unspoiled natural area also remains a frontier with countless opportunities for quiet recreation and solitude." End quote. Taken from the Bureau of Land Management Big Water Visitor Center website, and I quote, "The Big Water Visitor Center is one of 4 visitor centers in the Grand Staircase-Escalante National Monument, each with a different theme. However, the Big Water Visitor Center is more like a real-world time machine as it focuses on the early geologic and paleontological discoveries in the area. Located between Kanab, Utah and Page, Arizona, along Highway 89, it is a great place to stop if you love rocks, dinosaurs, or both. Visitors will be greeted by a friendly, knowledgeable staff and several paleontology exhibits that were discovered locally right here on the monument. Since 2005, 14 new dinosaur species from the monument and one from Utah State land north of Big Water have been named. This makes the monument one of the most productive places to find new dinosaur species in North America. These world-class fossils largely represent animals and ecosystems unknown prior to 2000, something that even surprised the most jaded of researchers. So if you're planning a trip to the monument, consider making a stop at Big Water Visitor Center. For the inquisitive minds, there's even a full-length mural inside the visitor center that depicts the late Cretaceous landscape, paleontology and geology exhibits, and of course everyone's favorite, dinosaur bones." End quote. Taken from the Written in Stone Through My Lens.blogspot.com website, and I quote, "The moon and the fossils preserved within it are all creatures of a long-gone sea, a megafaunal marine and brackish water invertebrates such as oysters, gastropods, solitary corals, ammonites, and marine vertebrates such as fish, sea rays, and sharks, turtles, crocodilians, and occasional short-necked plesiosaur. Above soared the Petrosaurus and early avians with toothed beaks. As bleak and desperate as the landscape looks now, at one time, the moon was a site of a thriving marine ecosystem." End quote. Taken from the Museum of Northern Arizona.org website, and I quote, "The discovery of a single toe bone led Museum of Northern Arizona paleontologists to uncover the most complete Therinosaurus skeleton ever found. The 90-million-year-old bones were excavated near Big Water in the desert landscape of southern Utah. At the time the dinosaur died, the location was at the bottom of the Cretaceous Western Interior Seaway, an ancient sea that covered the middle of North America. But this created a mystery. The dinosaur had lived on land, so how did it get buried on the seafloor 60 miles from shore? And why were paleontologists able to find every bone except the skull?" End quote. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Whitey's World. Today's adventure took us to the moon, located conveniently outside of Page, Arizona. Please take a look at our other videos that highlight the many adventures located near the wonderful city of Page, Arizona. We look forward to seeing you again on our next adventure, and as always, plan ahead and drive safe.